Welcome back to Common Ground, everyone. I'm Walt Gray. You don't even have to be a history buff to be familiar with HBO's World War II epic, The Pacific. Chuck Tatum of Stockton is one of the soldiers who inspired the epic series about World War II. He sits down with Common Ground's Tom DuHain.
HBO's epic series brought the war in the Pacific to life for generations who came after World War II. Producers Steven Spielberg and Tom Hanks spent $200 million retelling history. For part of the story, they turned to a book about the Battle of Iwo Jima, Red Blood, Black Sand, by Charles Tatum of Stockton, a young Marine who was there.
We knew, as Marines, if we landed on that island, that if we didn't get killed or whenever, we could win that war. But I was scared, yes, to be perfectly honest about it. Everybody was. I don't know anybody that could claim they weren't scared.
Among the thousands of Marines on Iwo Jima was Tatum's company of 268 men. After nearly 3 weeks of combat, only 38 survived. A remarkable story.
I never dreamed it would ever be told in that manner. I was so pleased that they saw fit to use this, to film part of it. And as a writer, how many times do you ever get your book made into a movie?
And Chuck is portrayed in the film by actor Ben Esler.
Company, fall in on your racks.
This scene shows Chuck's first encounter with Sergeant John Basilone, a Medal of Honor war hero.
Names?
Tatum, Charles, Private First Class.
Evanson, Steve, Private First Class.
Well, Tatum, Evanson, why do I find you in your racks in the middle of the day?
We've had no orders, Sergeant.
As of now, you are the 1st Machine Gun Squad in B Company's weapons platoon. Fall in for PT, 5-mile run, 3 minutes.
Aye, Sergeant.
The guy killed like 1,000 Japs on the canal. The president gave him a medal. He's a hero.
The young man that plays me in the movie came from Australia, and he came to California to meet with me on 2 different occasions. So I felt he did a good job.
Chuck and Ben Esler developed a friendship, and they arrived together at the Hollywood premiere.
Ben and I got to lead the first part of the crossing the red carpet together. Paparazzi was knee-deep. I never saw so many cameramen in my life before.
Chuck says the film was excellent and did capture reality.
Did a lot to educate a lot of people who didn't know anything about the war in the Pacific. It was easy to learn a lot about Europe. Pacific was kind of shunted aside, so that's where a great deal of the war was won and fought.
The fighting was intense and the elements brutal.
People got malaria, kind of jungle rot, all kinds of stuff, and the 1st Division lost a lot of people, not dead, but wounded through the elements.
Since the Pacific aired in March, all 10 hours of it, people have been reaching out.
As a result of the Pacific, I've got calls from all over the United States, all over the world, actually. Wow. People complimenting the series and the fact that they went ahead and did it.
This display in his home shows the heart of a Marine, proud to have served, honoring his fallen brothers, and not afraid to remember. In Stockton, Tom DuHain for Common Ground.
To learn more about Chuck Tatum and his book, Red Blood, Black Sand, you can log on to MarinesWorldWar2.com.